Hello, this is the video for the class of Introduction to Data Science. I would like to continue the lesson about the data manipulation. Last class, we already did this aggregation and grouping section. However, it seems have we didn't have time to finish all the things. So I stopped at the middle of this video. Let me restart again about this aggregation and grouping. So when you learn about this stuff, you will learn about the group by. What is the group by? As I mentioned before, when you start with a new Jupyter Notebook file, it will be great if you just put all the import functions in the first part. Okay, so like this one, you have all the library in the first part, and after you set with all the things, then you're going to use this kind of objects. So this kind of class, it is based on the object-oriented programming in Python. We have a class, and then we have a parameter object. So we have some function. So we are going to use this one for our next cells. So I will just explain it later when we do this class. Okay. So what we are going to learn here is about the simple aggregation. It means when we are doing the simple aggregation in the first, I think in the chapter 2 or the week number 2, in the second week, okay, we learn about the simple aggregation. So let's see if we are doing with the data set tips. Yeah, so I guess you're familiar with the tips data set. Okay. And yeah, if you're using the all, yeah, okay, you can see all the you can see all the description of your data from the numerical and the categorical data. And after you know this one, let's see if I want to drop this uh, non-available values. I guess there is no uh, missing values, so it's fine to use all the data. Yeah. And if you want to know about the min, so we are going to use the dot min. Let's say I want to know the total bill and the min of the total bill. This is the result, 19 point something something. And you can use other aggregation function like count, first, last, mean, median, mean, minimum, maximum, and so on. Okay. Now we already reached this section. We have the split, apply, and combine. So at that class, we learned that the information in your data can be split according to, for example, the key, and then you can apply some kind of function, like say we are going to sum, and then we are going to combine. So using the group by, we can accomplish this procedure. So basically there are three: split, apply, and combine. And let's see the example directly. Okay. So I would like to use the dataset tips here, and I want to group by the sex. What does it mean? So I want to use the column sex in order to do some operation. If I run this, then the result will be something like this on object blah 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 blah. It means the data frame will do something with the object sex, but the problem is uh, the compilation of this data frame do not know what kind of function you want to use. So if you just group by, then what next? So in order to say something about this one, you need to mention the function. In the first part, the function is anything related with the basic statistic, like finding the average or finding the maximum, finding the minimum, finding the median, okay, something like that. In order to see the result, so you need to do the group by sex and finding the mean. So finding the mean means I want to get the I want to get the average. So if you do this one, then you will see that the sex, there are two, which is male and female, and I want to distinguish according to the attribute total bill, tip, and size. You know that the mean indicate the basic statistic for numerical attribute. So when you are doing with the categorical attribute, it will not work. So this will work only for the numerical attribute. And yeah, there will be other function for the categorical attribute, but for this example, I will just focus on the numerical attribute. So this sum or this mean, it can be as only for the example, okay? So there will be other way to do this group by, and let's see with the other example. So if you want to do with the group by, if you are understanding the concept about the aggregation, okay, so there will be like four kind of important operations, okay? We can aggregate, okay, and then we can filter, and then we can transform, and we can apply, okay? So those four will be explained in this section. First, you need to understand about the column indexing. What is the column indexing? Oh, I guess maybe I need to make it this one is better. Okay. So the column indexing means, you know, that in the first part, I do not see any result if I just group by, but I want to see something more specific. Okay. So I want to see only from the total bill. Okay. Again, because the function in data frame does not know what you are going to see from the total bill. So you need to say something about the function like median or sum or mean and etc. If you explain the group by sex and I want to see from the total bill and then I want to see the median, then yeah, you can see that this is the median of the total bill. So male spend like 18.35 and female spend about 16.4. Okay. So I guess I have something wrong with this one. It's not about this orbital. Okay. Okay, I will just delete it. This one is okay. I will just delete this one. Okay. So this operation can be done with like looping. Okay. So I can just do the loop according to some information. Let's say here, I would like to have two. I have two variable, method and group. Okay, and then for this method and group, actually, yeah, I just want to split into two, and yeah, this is the method. It means I want to group by the day, and then group means I want to know the shape. Okay, so do you still remember the shape? Yes. Okay, the shape is it is the row and the columns according to the matrix or yeah the data frame format. If you know this data set, so the if we want to say about the day, there are 4 days. Okay, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And based on that day, there are different number of rows. So if you check on the data from the description, the number of person visiting this restaurant is more on the weekend. Okay? So based on the information, Saturday and Sunday is more than the Thursday and Friday. And I want to know how many data that are available for every day. So in this case, I would like to do the group by with the day, and then I would like to know the shape. Okay? Shape means I want to know the group shape. Group shape means according to the group, which is the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah, I want to show the method means this one, the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday. So if I run this, actually I would like to show the Thursday, And then if you see this one, 0 until 20s, okay, so there will be like 20 space. So if you want to make it like 10s, okay, so the space is more narrow. And if you want to make a bigger space, then you can just enlarge this one. It means this is the format, okay, so this is the format. And then after the format, I want to put the shape equals to 1. So 1 means, yeah, this is the information that I want to print. So the method means this information, or yeah, this one is the shape indicating this the number. So as you can see here, the Thursday there are 62 rows. Okay, 62 rows, and there are 7 columns. So we have 7 attributes. For Friday, we have 19 rows, 19 number of instances, and 7 columns. And Saturday, Sunday, there are 87 and 76 respectively. Okay. And next, if I want to again group by with the respect of day, and I want to know from the total bill, and yeah, I do not want to see the mean, I don't want to see the sum and etc., but I want to see everything. So you can just use describe to explain all the things. So by using this describe, then this is the information of the total bill according to the day, which is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then you can see that the Thursday there are 62. Okay, there are 62 rows, 19 rows, 87 rows, 76 rows, and then this is the average. This is the average. So we can see that, okay, the total bill on Sunday is higher than the other day. Okay. And the median, okay, you can see this is the median, 50%. Okay, the median is also the highest on Sunday among other day. Okay. So this one is about the way to do the description. Okay. Okay, one more. I have some issues with this one. So the next we are going to learn, yeah, that one is only to show the why we can do with the describe, and then how can we do with the shape in order to understand. But most probably you will not use this shape, but I think describe will be much better to describe your data. So in your in some of the analysis, you might need to do the aggregation from the group by. Okay, what does it mean by aggregate? So the aggregate means, yeah, you want to do the summation, you want to do the averaging, or you want to do the median values, but you want to do with more than one function. It means I want to do the summation of the day, but I do not want only doing the summation. I want to find the minimum, I want to find the median, and I want to find the maximum. In the previous one, you just show the describe to show everything. But now I just want to, yeah, select some of the descriptive statistics. In this case, yeah, you can apply this one. I want to group by the day and then the aggregate based on the minimum and the median and the maximum. So those value are varied. Okay, you can explain with the minimum with the single quote. You can use the np.median. It means it is based on the numpy, or you can just explain the maximum. So those kind of things, yeah, it is available, and you can see, right, the minimum in Thursday is 7.51. The minimum in Saturday is 3.07. Okay, and you can see that even though the median for Sunday is higher among other day, but the minimum on Thursday is higher than the other day. And what about the size? Okay, the size, Okay, we can see that Thursday and Sunday they have 6, and then minimum on Sunday there are 2. So it means there is no single person on Sunday. At least 2 person will come and eat at restaurant. So we can also do something related with the attribute. Okay? Let's say I do not want to use all. I do not want to use tip, but I want to focus on total bill and the size. So you can do the group by day and then aggregate, define the column name. This is total bill, and then I want to know the minimum of the total bill, and I want to know the maximum of the size. So using this aggregate, then you can see that the total bill will show the minimum values and the size will show the maximum values. And the filtering, about the filtering, it means that we are having the values of some particular descriptive statistic, and I want to just show a condition. Yeah. For example, now I want to see the total bill. Okay. Yeah, I want to see the total bill, but I just want to see the total bill that the standard deviation is greater than 9. Okay. Now I'm using the display. Okay, if you still remember, in the first part we saw the display class. So using this display class, I want to see from 3 kind of object. The first object is tips.head. The second object is tips group by day dot standard deviation, and then the last object is tips group day filter. Okay, so this filter is the embedded function in the group by in the pandas data frame, and I want to use the filter function. So the filter function is this function that we already developed, and then the filter function is a method to return any value in the x that the standard deviation is greater than 9. Okay, so if you run this, you can see this is the original data. Okay, tips.head. And after that, I will like to group by the day, and then I want to see the standard deviation. So this is the standard deviation. And yeah, this is the standard deviation of the total bill, tip, and size. And let's say I want to filter, okay? So I just want to filter the information. So I want to do the group by based on the day and then filter it by the filter function. Okay. So after you group by the day and then you filter with filter function, so you can see that all data that will be shown here is only the data that is greater than 9. Okay, so you can see total bill is 9.4 something something something. Okay, and I want to see where is the data that are related to this information. You can see that if the Friday, the standard deviation is 8.3, Thursday is 7.8, and Saturday is 8.8, then Sunday, Friday, and Thursday will not be included. So we want to see only the data on Saturday. But I do not know what is the meaning by Saturday, because my criteria is using the standard deviation. So you can change this one. If I want to see the mean, the average is more than 30, for example. Okay, so you can change later. And yeah, here are the data that have the standard deviation more than 9. Yeah, you can change this one. For example, if I want to see the mean, okay. So the mean is, yeah, the average is 17, 17, 20, 21. Then if I want to change this one to mean, which is greater than, let's say, 20, okay. So if you do this one, then those numbers, okay, there are 163 rows, and those are the data that are the total bills more than 20. Okay, so the total bill min is more than 20. So you can change this one, it's up to you. Okay, so it depends on the problem that you want to solve. And transformation, so in the transformation, it means we want to transform the data into one kind of information. Let's say if I, you know that the data tips is this one, and I want to know the average of the total bill. Okay, so this is the average 19.78, and for this information I would like to transform the data. So the transformation is I want to find the value for each of the value will be subtracted by the mean. Okay, so this kind of way is to transform the value, and the value will have a new value that, for example, you want to do with the you want to change the value in according to the average. So let's see, this one is 16.99. Okay, and then I know that the average is 19, and then the second is 10.34, and the average is 19, and then 21.01, and the average is 19. And let's see, yeah, I would like to transform lambda. Okay, what is lambda? Lambda is a function. Okay, this function will do for every of x. It means this is the x. Okay, so if this is the x, then let be the x equals to x minus x min. So the new x will be equal to the x minus x min. Okay, then you can see this number. Well, this is number. The first one is, it is the result of 16.99 minus by 19.78, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And what about the second data? The second data is the same. It is from 10.34 minus 19.759 and so on. Okay. And then what about the third data? Data is, the number 2. Oh, this one. Oh, this one, I guess. Oh, this one is already being sorted. Okay, and I guess 21 minus 0.01 minus 19.7859. Okay, and so on. Okay, so I guess this one has been sorted according to this group by, and not, it's not sorted. I guess this is the, if the tip, let's see the tip. Okay, tip is minus 1.01. Okay, we are having this. Okay, sorry. This is the x min. Okay, so x min means every of the column will have that min. Okay, so the total bill will have that min, the tip will have the min, and the size will have the min, and then every part of this one will be transformed into this value. Okay, according to the min. So in this case, I guess this is the, it should be the same with this one. So we can check this one by using this, and the total bill. Okay, and then so you can see if it is from the first, from the first data, the total bill is why it is the mean is here. Yeah, anyway, we have the value 21. Why it is? I guess it's not that case. Yeah, it's minus 0.4. In this case, yeah, it is right, and then this is right. And if I want to see, let's say, tips.group by the total bill, maybe I will just use this one. And you can see, okay, this is 21.01, and this should be, if this one, then it means like this is the average is more than 21. Something missing here. Interesting. Let me check later about that. Next is about the tips. In the tips is something that we want to check based on the percentage. Okay, you know that this is the calculation that we had before. The tip will be divided by the total bill, and then we multiply with 100. So if we have this one, then we will have another column, and this column will indicate the tip percent. So this one is the tip divided by the total bill multiplied by 100. So it is 5%. This one 16%. Okay. And yeah, that just give another column to represent. So I'm using this one is the data one. Okay. So the data one will be the same with the tip percent. And after I know that one, I want to I want to normalize. Okay, so this one, I want to normalize the data according to the mean of the tip percent. So it means this data, this column will have the like we will have this average of the tip percent, and then I want to normalize this data. So if you are using the first data, which is the head, so I'm using the display again. The display is the class that we had before. And then I want to group by the day and okay, apply. Okay, so this apply means I want to apply the norm by data. So norm by data here is how can I put the number data one before, which is the same with the tip percent, divided by the average of the tip percent. So this is the result. 5.9 something something divided by the average of tip percent equals to this value. 16 point something something divided by the average of tip percent becomes this value. So the value will be in the range of 0 until 1. Okay. So there are other kind of normalization values, but this is one of the way to normalize based on the average of the values. Okay. So apply is quite flexible. So we can do with the other kind of apply to indicate the normalization, or we want to change the value into other values. Yeah, it has the same effect with the transformation, but it shows a different way. So I guess that's all to wrap up this section. So I will continue with the other section about the data manipulation, and I will use other video to represent the other data manipulation section. Thank you very much for listening.